This here is like so disrespectful. I mean, like, can we get any more disrespectful? Hey y'all, it's your girl Renata Nicole. Welcome back to my channel. Today I want to get into like a little some brighter makeup, like brighter colors, but make it wearable. All right, so I'm gonna skin prep with some of this. What is it? Enriched Face Base. This is by Bobbi Brown. Still not sure how I feel about it, if I like it or not. I feel like it's leaning towards a no for me, but I'm gonna get through this little jar and we'll see. And I'm going in with my eyeshadow primer as I usually do. This is the Urban Decay one, the like original one that was created, not like one of the others. For foundation, I'm back on the Stay Naked one by Urban Decay. I think I just really like a more water-based, a thinner type of formula for these like warmer summer type of months. And I like to apply it with a flat foundation brush because I feel like it helps me apply it in thinner layers this way. And it doesn't matter, I'm just putting it down. I forgot to color correct again. Okay, so once I've just laid it down with my foundation brush, I then go in with my sponge and I blend it out. I just really feel like it helps me to make sure my layers are really thin, especially when I go over top with concealer and powder and bronzer. Like, I really don't. I want my layers as thin as possible. I have never worn green eyeshadow, I don't think. Not like a neon green. If I have, it wasn't like a neon green. So I got this palette. This is out of Target or Walmart. Just, you know, nothing special at all. I was out and about and I was probably looking for something else, but then I came across this bright, beautiful palette and I was like, why not pick her up and try. It's super cute. It gave me all the summer energy, so just picked her up. So I'm gonna go into this lime green one. It's called Logical. Going in with my finger, but it's building up quite nicely, so yeah. Oh, that's cute. Oh, she's super cute. Okay, I'm gonna try like this brown sugar type of brown. I don't know how else to describe it. This is out of the Urban Decay Heat Palette. It's called Ember. It's called Ember on the end here. Yep, on the end here. We're just gonna see how this goes. I'm gonna conceal now, or highlight, brighten, whatever you want to call it. And I'm using this Milk concealer. Yeah, and I have 2 shades to use right now because the internet got me and I did not pick out the shade as accurately as I wanted it online. So I mixed the 2 because I don't waste makeup. So I blended out first with my what is this, foundation brush from earlier, and then I'll go in with my sponge to then blend everything together. And I'm gonna set with my, what is it, One Size setting powder. So far I'm okay with this setting powder. It's not bad at all. It just gets a little messy sometimes, like tapping it off. It just seems to end up all over the jar. But besides that, I like the way it works though. I like the way it settles in. It's a light set for me and I enjoy that. So I haven't come into my tan yet, so I can still go in with this bronzer as my contour shade situation. I find that when I'm going into like my cream things, and by the time I do the whole thing, I just end up a little, just a smidge darker. Is nothing that's like a big deal, but it's just a smidge darker than what I prefer, or than what matches everything else. So I just want to go in with this from the jump and just use it the whole time. I had such a great human experience with another human that could have easily gone the wrong way unnecessarily, and it didn't, and that's what made it so great. What had happened was, I, was gonna do a collaboration or something with someone, just a partnership with someone. And, we don't know each other. We're trying to get to know each other. And, we're trying to get all the details in place and all that. And for the most part, a lot of this is done by like messaging and not like phone conversations or something like that. But keep in mind, like, we don't really know each other. We just met each other, whatever. And so I noticed that in my exchanges with this person, I found myself interpreting things in a not so positive way. And I was like, am I tripping? Maybe I'm reading too much into it. And there were 2 occasions. Yes, I only said 2. It don't take me long. But there were only 2 occasions where I was just like, that is odd that someone that I don't even know that well would say something like that. And it could easily be taken in a negative way. This was something for fun. There was no money involved. Like, this was just like a fun get together, something. I just kept, like, I'm an overthinker. So I kept overthinking things. I kept like thinking too hard about this, the exchange. And I'm like, did they mean it the way I took it? Maybe they didn't mean it that way. Maybe I just took it that way. I need to chill out. It was a whole lot of that back and forth within myself. And so I just finally came to the conclusion, you don't need to do all this back and forth. Like, you just don't. It's not that deep. It's not that serious. You guys don't know each other. And this is not for a check. So, let's just not. And it's not, to me, that's not a bad thing. Everyone is not everyone's cup of tea. Like, some people just do not mesh well with other people. I'm aware of that. I'm okay with that. I've not been people's cup of tea before. Like, I get that, right? And so I'm just in this space right now where I don't want to keep myself in something unpleasant for no reason. Like I said, there was no money involved. There was nothing. This was just for leisure, maybe. It was pretty much just for leisure. And so, yeah, I just removed myself from the situation. I just, I sent a message and I was like, hey, this is no longer a good fit for me. So I'm just going to subtract myself from the equation. Now, I'm thinking that's the end of that. Well, a person from the group messaged me privately and was like, hey, I got your message. Hate to see, you go type of thing or whatever. And was just asking, what was up? And I was like, okay, well, I don't think a discussion is necessary, but you asked, I'm gonna tell you, the problem is you. It just doesn't mesh well for me. And I'm pretty sure it sounded horrible reading that, I'm pretty sure. But like I said, the person had asked, and you asked, so I'm telling you, like, whatever. And I said it as nice as I possibly could, keeping in mind that messages can come across the wrong way. So I said it as nice as I could, but I also wanted to be as honest as I could as well. And their response was so great. It was so great and so pleasant. They understood. They were like, look, we don't know each other that well, and messages could be taken a different way, back and forth, without hearing anyone's tone and all that type of stuff. So, I get it. I wish you the best. And that was it. And I just feel like usually in a situation like that, especially between, I'm only talking about this because that's all I know. Especially between 2 women, it could have easily gone the wrong way. And the fact that it did not go the wrong way, it was like one of the best experiences I've had in a long time with being honest with someone. Because usually my honesty, oh gosh, usually when I'm being honest, keep in mind, I don't offer up stuff that you don't ask me for. Okay? If I'm being honest and explaining something to you, you ask for it. You asked for it. Whether you were getting on my nerves or whether you nicely just wanted to inquire. Either way, you asked for it. And so I just think it's the weirdest thing when people ask me a question. I give them my answer. Oh, I went into that. I give them my answer and then they're upset and now mad at my answer. That doesn't make sense to me. That doesn't make sense to me. Don't ask a question if you have not prepared yourself for the answer. Just don't do it to yourself. These are some lashes in the style Natalia from that Shop Miss A website. I had these a minute. I hope I like them. But yeah, I just, you know, I don't offer up unsolicited my version of the truth. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta ask me. Otherwise, I'm gonna keep my mouth shut because I don't want to be that person that's offering up information that you didn't ask for in the first place. But I just feel like if you asked, then you should really be more receptive to listening because you asked. Yeah. But her response just, it was a breath of fresh air. And I'm not talking about like, I think so because it's mostly she's a stranger for the most. She's a stranger. Like with my girls or my circle, something like that, my husband, that's a totally different story. But with the stranger is, or people that don't know me so well, it's typically where I find the problem, you know? But for her to have such a positive and just adult and mature and just a human to human response and not take it personal because one, you asked, but you know, she didn't do anything wrong. It's just not my cup of tea. I loved it and it was such a breath of fresh air. It didn't make me want to like continue on with, you know, the project or whatever. I feel like, you know, it's like, okay, this ended so well, so like let's keep that there. It can get exhausting trying to have these exchanges with humans and somebody is always taking it not personal, but they suddenly become the victim. You know what I mean? And it's like, I didn't say she did something wrong. I didn't say none of that. It's just not my cup of tea. You know, that's like some people with like these really over the top energetic personalities. Some people can't deal. And it's not like, oh, somebody should tone themselves down. No. It's just not your cup of tea. So you just don't engage much. Or at least not closely, you know? Or you do like really small doses of that engagement. And I see nothing wrong with that. But it's like when you try to explain to people, oh, you know, it's just not my cup of tea. What's wrong with me? Now you're going really far. No one said anything was wrong with anything. Like, chill. I'm going to go in with this purple out of my Urban Decay, Mr. Urban Decay Day. Ultraviolet palette. It's in the color Cyberpunk. I'm going to pop this on the inner part. And then there's a color next to it called Euphoric. And yeah, I'm going to pop that. It's like a bluish something. I'm going to pop that right in the inner teared up part just to like highlight a little bit. I just think that could have went really bad really easily for no reason. We didn't know each other well. We had never met in person. And as I told her, I was like, you know, it should be no big deal. You know, it should be me being able to say this. And, you know, even if you may feel a little ways or whatever, it still should be easy for us both to go our separate ways with no one taking anything too personal and it not turn into another thing with like women being catty and it turned to a whole drama thing. Like it's not that deep. We don't even know each other. And she agreed. And I really appreciated that. And I'm like, can we normalize humans, you know, understanding that we're human and we don't all have to like each other or get along. We all need to respect each other, but we don't all have to like each other. Like, who said that? Who started telling people that? Like, that is the weirdest thing to tell people. I'm taking this pencil and I'm going to go my lower lash line. It's like a participation award. Like, why? You didn't win. So, why do you get an award for not winning? That's just weird to me. And I'm going to go over that lash line, like that upper lash line with that same purple pencil. Oh, let me sharpen her. I probably should have went over top with the purple in the first place instead of that like brown sugar type of shade. What we gonna do about lips? I feel like since there's so much going on with the eye, we just gonna like gloss her up and keep her simple and neutral. For blush, I'm gonna use this orange blush out of my Sephora palette. And we're gonna blush her up. Y'all know I love me a good orange blush. And I haven't been using highlighter lately, so I'm trying to get back into that. Because I have them and they're just sitting here. And I don't like them. So I'm going to use this one by MAC. It is called Global Glow. I like to put that on the high points of my forehead as well. This is my pencil by ColourPop. I think this is BFF3, which I should know by heart by now. This is a nude lipstick by District Belle. It's a DC brand. I don't think they're in business anymore. And then I'm going to top it with I'm going to top it off with Skin Glass lip gloss. It is in the shade Forever. I don't know if I like this. I don't like that. Let's see if I can go with top. This is by the Lip Bar. It is in the shade Ringleader. Just mute it down some. And my sponge is still damp, so we're gonna press her all over just to like bring some moisture back into the skin. So you don't want to like spray a setting spray. Some people don't like those as much. You just go in with your damp sponge and add some moisture back into the skin. And this is the finished look. This was actually pretty inspired by Smitha DePac. I really hope I'm saying her name correctly. I'll put it like here so you can like go find her. But she had did a yellow look, a yellow eye makeup look, and just made it wearable. And I was like, oh, that's super fun, cute, and it's wearable. So I absolutely love this look. I think it's really fun. It's not too much. You see a little something when you blink for the most part, and that's it. But the rest of the face is like still really like toned down and like normal and like cute and dewy and all that. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this. It's not my normal, but you know, why not do something a little different, step outside the box. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to thumbs up and subscribe. Oh, I have a giveaway going on, so go to the previous video and enter the giveaway and let's see if you win. I'll see you guys next time in another video. Bye.